What's happening is horrible. If you are out there in the Everglades, driving out there and getting out of your car to take a picture, like if it was the Eiffel Tower, you are a racist and you are a horrible human being. And, you know, I don't think, and by the way, there's like Cubans who are legal permanent residents who are in that detention center right now, because this is not just about undocumented immigrants. When you are taking away temporary protective status, when you are putting legal permanent residents in detention and deporting them, when you are threatening U.S. citizens that you don't like, that you're going to take away their citizenship, naturalized ones, when you are talking about birthright citizenship and taking that away, this is not about going after the criminals and the gang members. This is about making America white again and otherizing everybody who is an immigrant. Because think about this, just think about this. At the same time that they are rounding up Latino immigrants, brown immigrants, they are opening up the doors for white South Afrikaners fleeing from a non-existent genocide. And so look, this is about, I think, one, deporting people, and two, scaring people out of this country. That is why he said, you know, he has sent people to a gulag in El Salvador, disappeared them, a gulag where people only leave if they're dead. That is why he's using military personnel in LA to go into parks where children are playing, to terrorize people.
And why are Republican congressmen putting up with this?
Because they're a bunch of cowards, as is Marco Rubio, whose grandfather had a deportation order at a time. And I wonder, you know, and Marco Rubio, and I'm going to speak to Marco because I've supported him. He was my friend for so many years. Damn it. He built his career on railing against the dictatorships in Cuba and Venezuela and Nicaragua, and he is standing in complicit silence as this administration returns people to those cruel dictatorships. Well, also, people under 18, we are already a majority minority country. That means that there are less, 50% are a minority, are not white. And we were, as a country, in route to, in a few years, be overall in the population a majority minority country.
Them.
They are trying to make America white again. Don't fool yourselves.
It's not going to work. It's not going to happen. They can't do it. You can't just lock everybody
but in the
up.
meantime, there's a lot of suffering and a lot of...
Well, just the guy, there's a man who was in this place, and he said the food was rotten, the toilets were flooded with excrement, the air conditioning broke, and detainees had to swat away mosquitoes in the sweltering heat. He said he wasn't allowed to shower for 4 days.
By the way, I heard that man. His name is La Figura. He is a Cuban reggaeton singer. And Cuban Americans, one of his largest supporting group, one of the biggest groups that supported Donald Trump.
Okay.
Screw around and find out.